The world of Snarf. The world of Snarf.
Hi guys, it's time for another review video. I haven't done one in a long time, so I thought that it might be a little nice change of pace to get one of these types of videos out there. As you know, I like messing around with tech and all that type of stuff, so today's video is going to be on sort of a gadget. Specifically, it is a 9-port USB-C hub. So the company KOMKAER, which you can find on Amazon, they reached out to me and asked if I would review one of their products. So I went ahead and ordered one of these USB-C hubs, and I gave it a try for a few weekends just to see what it was like. So my computer for work, the laptop is USB-C, so that is what I was using it for. The USB ports on the laptop itself are very limited, so this hub came in really handy. You know, if you need to use a USB dongle for a keyboard, a mouse, transferring files, you run out of USB ports really quickly, and using a hub seems to eliminate that, especially if the hub is very versatile and mobile, which this one is. So I received this about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I'd been using it at work. Again, I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So just to get a fair assessment of how it works and how actual feasible it is to use, I just gave it a few days before I actually did a review. So here it is. It comes in this nice kind of felty pouch. I guess you could store it in here as well, but it was just kind of nice opening the package, and this is what it came in. Now, the port itself, the USB-C port that you plug into your laptop, it does not plug in to the actual hub itself. It is attached, so that is a little bit odd to me. I figured it all kind of snap in. You just insert it when you need to use it. But it is not removable, and it is kind of this wire, so that is interesting. Some people may or may not like that. But you can see here the USB-C type right there, and you would just plug that right into a laptop. I'm using 2 cameras today, one straight on so I can look and talk to you guys, and then I have one over here sort of to get the finer details. So if it looks like I'm showing the little camera things and I'm not looking right at you guys, that's why. Hopefully I can edit this video together and it makes sense and it's not just a mess and I have to redo it. But you know, you learn from these things. So here you can see KOMKAER written right on it. You can see this port has one on the end for Ethernet if you don't have Wi-Fi. Here you can see slots for SD cards. One's for a micro SD and one is for a larger SD card, or one of those holders that you put a micro SD in. So both of those. We have 3 USB 3 ports right here. We have an HDMI port, and then we have another USB-C port right here. I have basically been using this one for charging my phone since it's a Google Pixel and it uses USB-C. I haven't really used this for data transferring yet. And then last, there is a 3.5 millimeter audio jack right here. That way you can use it off of this port instead of your computer's, if your computer even has one. This might be a way to get around that so you actually can listen to audio. So you can see it does have this nice almost brushed metal design. It feels pretty sturdy. I don't feel any points where it feels like it's going to crack or kind of break open, which I know you can sometimes get with products that you order off of Amazon. Sometimes they're a little bit shoddy and you never quite know the quality of what you're going to get. But this one is well put together. I don't see any spots where it's not put together well. It's very seamless. Again, and the lettering there where it says KOMKAER, you know, that's not rubbing off, which, you know, maybe I shouldn't try and expect that from products on Amazon. Maybe I should have a little more faith. It's just I've been burned before in the past, so this is kind of refreshing, not having that come off like that. So today, once I dig into this, and I'm going to show a little bit on the computer, some transfer speeds and how the audio works. I'm going to show how I can transfer files quickly through this and what the transfer rate is, and I'm going to plug in an audio jack just to show how it detects audio. But first, let's at least just show how easy it is to plug in. So that, again, that nice snap right there. Sounds very nice. And then let's go ahead and plug in our USB to one of these ports. Again, it slides in really nicely. So no issues there. I know sometimes USB ports or different types of ports can get jammed. They don't have the perfect fit. Different things like that. I didn't run into any of those problems when using KOMKAER's hub. So with that being said, we can go ahead and sort of dig into the actual process that it does and its actual performance, transfer speeds, and actually detecting things when you plug into it. So yeah, I'll go ahead and stop the video here, and we will start recording on the computer itself. Okay, so like I said, I use this typically for my laptop at work, so I'm going to avoid showing you as much stuff on my laptop as possible. Sensitive information, so I'm just going to basically show transferring some harmless files, some personal stuff, nothing work related. It's no secret I work for DHL. Okay, that's nothing incriminating. That's all you guys get out of this, other than the fact that my laptop is USB-C. So you can see I have it plugged in right here, and this is kind of where I would set it if I was to use it at work. You know, it's very mobile. It's not like a dock. So let's just go ahead and plug in a... Oh wow, don't know what that was. I guess my other camera was deciding to die. So let's go ahead and plug in a flash drive into one of these USB ports. So instantly you can see that it read it. So let's just go ahead and open. All right, so we have a lot of files on here. Let's just see how quickly I'll show you. I have a nice little application on here called the Folder Wizard. So I am just gonna go ahead. It's a pretty small file size, but let's go ahead and copy. Let's just copy that and see how quickly we can actually, boom. Alright, so I know that's a small file size, but you get the idea. The connect between my flash drive and the computer itself is very clean and it works nicely. So this hub isn't faulty, you know, it's actually doing what it says it's gonna do. So if we turn back there, the other thing I wanted to try for functionality was the 3.5 millimeter audio jack. In case you're at work, you need to listen to some material, some sort of presentation, something on the computer. You gotta use headphones. It's important that these work. So for my Logitech headphones there, as you saw earlier, I'm just gonna plug this in. Now, let's see if, so earlier I plugged this in, and although it did recognize my headphones, it did not make it the default audio player. So let's just see if it recognizes it again, which it should. So it is plugged in. If we go down here to my sound, my speakers, let's see, speakers. Here we go, audio device, USB, which it's thinking this is the USB. So if I unplug that, it should. Now, did it recognize it? You know, this might be a combination of my headphones being dead. So bear with me, I'm gonna go get a different pair of headphones and we will try this again. Okay, so I got a different pair of headphones. I got my yellow Urban Ears, or my mustard colored Urban Ears. Had these for like 8 years, so they're pretty reliable. They're not powered, so literally just the audio jack. So let's see if it reads these a little bit better. Okay. So that's plugged in. Set playback device. Why is it not reading? playback devices. So, looks like I need a driver. So it's reading them for sure, but you can see over here, I just need to update a driver. So, that's sort of my fault. They work. This is more on my computer rather than the hub itself. So yeah, sorry guys. It reads the headphones. I just need to update a driver. So all the hardware is working. It's recognizing everything. Again, it's just on my end now that I need to update some software. So everything has worked. I have used the HDMI port at work to have dual monitors, and it worked fine, like you would expect. The issue is you don't have VGA ports, but again, if you have USB-C, you're probably using HDMI anyway. So I can't really demonstrate that. I don't have another monitor here to show you. And the only other port I can't really show is the Ethernet port right there, because everything is Wi-Fi these days. I don't actually have any wired ports either at my house, and even at work I use Wi-Fi. But everything else that I've used works great. The more I get into work, the farther I get in my career, the more stuff I'm doing in the computer, this will become very handy. You can see me kind of putting my hand here like this. I'm just testing the temperature. I noticed when I was charging my phone with it being in the computer that it does sometimes get a little bit warm. Nothing too frightening. Honestly, your laptop battery gets hotter than this would, but just something to be mindful of is that this gets a little heated at times. So, with that being said, it is time for a wrap-up. Alright guys, so that was my brief review and initial thoughts on the KOMKAER 9-port USB-C hub. So it works as you need it to. It adds nice 3 extra USB 3 ports, 2 ports for SD cards, an HDMI port for an extra monitor, a USB-C port for charging, or even another USB-C device, audio port for the 3.5mm jack in case you need to use headphones, and then it also has, again, the Ethernet port. So let's count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again, all 9 ports there. They all work, and it all comes in this nice size little device. It gets a little hot sometimes. That's about your only worry. So I picked this up for $49.99 on Amazon for what it does, and if you're comparing it to the price of other actual docks or other hubs for a USB-C type device or laptop, this is very comparable, and this one's just a little bit more mobile. So would I go this route instead? Honestly, yeah. If you needed more than one extra monitor though, this might not be the route you want to go. If you need something to add 2 more monitors to your laptop or more than that, you would want something a little more durable. If you need more ports for however many peripherals you need to add to your laptop, you might want something more. But for what I do, and I think for the mid user of laptops, I believe this gets the job done well. So I would probably recommend this if you were in the market for USB-C hub. So other than that, I hope you guys liked the review. I hope you find this useful. I will add any useful links down in the description below. Let me know what you think. Do you use this type of device? Do you see a purpose for it, or do you just stick with your built-in ports that come on your devices? So let me know, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.